Oh. Hey guys, it's your friend John here, and today I'll be making a, hold on. A trench club. Now, in order to make this trench club, there are three main things you need. Number one, you need a spur gear, some form of large spur gear like this one. The second thing you need is some form of large wood handle, pole handle, broom handle, shovel handle, some form of large wood handle. And the third thing you need is cotton cording, some form of rope. It could be lacing, it could be nylon, but I'm using cotton cord to be more traditional with the trench club theme. Now, when you get your spur gear online or on eBay, you gotta make sure it's the right size, thickness all the way around. You wanna make sure that you have a good size hole inside so you can fit it in a handle, and you want to make sure it's a good thickness as well to be more traditional and realistic with the actual gearhead trench club. And when you get yourself a pole, you can get yourself a skinny pole. A skinny pole right here will fit really nicely on here, but you want to know something? I'm not going to use this skinny pole because it's just too skinny, and I'm afraid it might break as I'm using it. Not to mention, the spur club trench club wasn't very skinny. It had a thicker handle, so I'm going to use a thicker handle. And even though the thicker handle just doesn't fit, later on in the video, I am going to sand down the top, so this hole right in here will fit up here once I'm done sanding it all down. And also the thicker handle, not only more traditional, but it's also a much better grip than the skinnier handle. So I would recommend using a thicker handle than a skinny handle for this weapon. I got my handle marked out right here at 40 centimeters. I'm going to do a little bit longer than 40 centimeters, just so I have room to sand down in case it's uneven. But a lot of these trench clubs that I'm making, the style was about 40 centimeters, and that's where I'm going to cut it. Now that I get it all cut, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to make this back part a little more even and a little more level, and I'm going to use the belt sander. I also marked out the top part where I need to sand it so I can get this spur gear to fit on the top. As you can see, I drew a line here so I don't go too far, and I drew a circle up here so I don't go too deep while I'm sanding it down. Once you're done using the belt sander, take a hand file and just hand file the rest by hand. So as you can see, I have finished sanding it down. There is a very clear difference between when I did sand it and when I didn't sand it. Now that I'm all done sanding it down, I can wedge on this top part. It wedges on quite nicely. It's a pretty good fit. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to drill a hole right here so I can put a cord on for my wrist. So I got my drill head on that properly matches the size and thickness of my cord that I'm going to use. So when I drill it in here, it's going to fit nicely. Now I'm going to start applying the clear coat on the wood handle. Now that I finished applying the clear coat all over the wood handle, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the gear head and I'm going to put it on here. Then I'm going to take my hammer and I'm going to hammer it on. And then I'm going to take a nail and I'm going to put a nail in it. And that nail will help expand the wood. So this gear head right here will be wedged in there with the expanded wood from this nail. Alright, there we go. We got the nail all in, and this head is not coming out. It's really wedged in there. Final step, all I gotta do is add the cording onto this handle. Okay, I got my cord on, so as I'm using it, it won't come out of my hands. Before I reveal what I just made, please remember to like the video if you enjoyed it, comment, let me know what you think of the video, subscribe if you're a new viewer, and also if you want to help me get more viewers and possibly more subscribers, please share this video. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be updated every time I upload a new video. Now, back to the main video. Thank you. So as you can see, I have finished it. It looks really nice. It dead on looks like a World War I spur gearhead trend club used in the battles of World War I. And honestly, it looks just fantastic. It can do a lot of damage, no doubt about that. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take my trend club and I'm going to test on everyone's favorite test subject, Junkman Woody. Looks like Junkman Woody didn't survive the snowstorm. I'm gonna have to dig him out before I start testing the weapon. I got Junkman Woody all dug out. He's ready to be tested. I got my weapon wrapped to protect it in case I accidentally miss so I don't damage the wood. Believe it or not, it's really cold out, it's really windy out, and it's also really bright out. That's why I'm wearing these sunglasses. The sun reflecting off that white snow is blinding, and I'm wearing these sunglasses not to be cool, but to protect my eyes. Honestly, I don't need sunglasses to be cool, they need me to be cool. But let's begin the testing. Final test, I have here a soda bottle filled with solid ice, and I'm going to strike it repeatedly with my trend club and see how much damage I can do to this solid block of ice. It did a lot of damage to that solid block of ice. This thing did not survive at all. This thing did a lot of damage. So my overall thoughts on this trend club is it did a lot of damage to Junkman Woody and that solid block of ice. I can see why so many soldiers during World War I would have a weapon just like this in their hand when they would go into the trenches and attacking the enemy. It did a lot of damage. So I'm going to wrap things up by saying thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to follow me on Instagram and also on Reddit. Be sure to check out and join my community on Reddit. And please don't follow me in real life, that would just be a little creepy. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my other videos. Thank you.